All right, I'll show you right now how to do a discharge. And it's very similar to do an admission. It's just the different codes, but I'll run you through it anyways. All right, let me shrink this down. Here we have Minnie Mouse. In an earlier tutorial, I showed you how she was admitted on September 2nd. Now let's say that she has gone to school until November 18th. Okay? So again, we know that we're working with Minnie Mouse because we're on the Minnie Mouse worksheet from down here, and her name is displayed up here. All right, so I'll click in the grid here under November 18th, and I can click on DS for discharge. You'll see the little purple code pop up there, and it's also listed in our legend down here in case you need to refer to that. And like I said, admissions and discharges are the most labor intensive because there's three parts to it. First part is marking the grid up here. Second part will be adding our explanation that will go in our explanatory notes page over here. So I can click on add explanation. The date was, the month was the 11th month, the 18th day, and 2014. The occurrence or the event was, it's not listed in this particular one. I think it should be listed in your version, but you can also click on it and type in there. So she was an external transfer, and the reason for that was, oh, sorry, up here I should just put discharge. And the reason for that was an external transfer. If I knew where she was going, I could list that. So she's going to Mrs. Brown's class next door. Oh, no, that's not an external transfer. Let's say that she's going to Gordon McGregor. Okay, when I hit enter data, again, the program looks for the next available row on the explanatory notes page. So I will hit enter data and we'll see it show up here, November 18th, 2014, discharge, external transfer, all the information went, so I can close that up. Now the third step to doing the discharge is clicking on the discharge info. And again, down here it says this information will go to the discharges worksheet, and it's used in the enrollment summary. Remember, that's a ministry requirement. So when we enter this data, it's going to go on our discharges worksheet. And again, all of this information is used to compile the enrollment summary. So we'll click on her name, Minnie Mouse. I know it seems redundant, but I did to do all this, but I'm not experienced enough in code to know how to make everything go all in one step. So discharge details, she was an external transfer, and when I press enter right now, she will her data will go into the discharges sheet. There's also a quick little reference here that we see she was discharged on November 18th. If I wanted to double check, I could click on this. There is her information, November 18th, 2014. When I click on enrollment summary, okay, so far Minnie Mouse is the only student that I've admitted, and then I've since discharged. So September 1st, she was an external admission. I had one student on the last day of the month. I had her all through October, and she left on November 18th. So here at the end of November, I have 0 students. And that's how you do a discharge.